Hello everyone, today we're gonna present you about tuberculosis. Let's go!
In 2018 and 11, 10 million people fell ill with tuberculosis. 1,500,000 people died from tuberculosis. Children were 805,000 dead due to tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is one of the top 10 cases of death and the leading case from a single infectious agent. It is now considered listed. Tuberculosis remains a public health crisis and a health security threat.
Topic definition. Tuberculosis, a high contagion infection caused by the bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The diagnosis may be made by skin test, which if positive will be followed by a chest X-ray to determine the status of the infection. Tuberculosis is more common in people with immune system weaker than the general population.
A patient with tuberculosis does need to be quarantined, but sometimes it is effective. I will talk about the symptoms. The symptoms of tuberculosis depend on which part of the body that is affected. The symptoms develop slowly, but however immediately, symptoms might not develop until months or even thereafter the initial infection. General symptoms of tuberculosis: 1. Lack of appetite and weight loss. 2. Hair temperature. 3. Night sweat. 4. Extreme tiredness or fatigue. And however,
First, tuberculosis that affects the lungs. 1. A persistent cough that lasts more than 3 weeks and usually bring up flames, which may be bloody. 2. Breathlessness that gradually gets worse. Second, tuberculosis outside the lungs. 1. Persistently swollen glands. 2. Abdominal pain. 3. Pain and loss of movement in an affected bone and
causes. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis that spread from person to person. Of tuberculosis coughs, sneezes, spits, laughs, or sings. However, since the 1980s, the number of the cases of tuberculosis has increased dramatically because of the spread of HIV, the virus that causes AIDS.
Infection with HIV suppresses the immune system. Difficult for the body to control tuberculosis bacteria. As a result, people with HIV are many times more likely to get tuberculosis and to progress from latent to active disease than are people who are HIV positive. Treatment methods. Medication are the cornerstone of tuberculosis treatments, but treating tuberculosis takes much longer than treating other types of bacterial infection. For active tuberculosis, you must take antibiotics for at least 6 to 9 months. The excess drug and range of treatment depend on your age, overall health, possible drug resistance, and the infection location in the body. Most common tuberculosis drug. If you have latent tuberculosis, you may need to take only 1 or 2 types of tuberculosis drug. Active tuberculosis, particularly if it's a drug-resistant strain, will several drugs at once.
The most common medication used to treat tuberculosis include isoniazid, rifampin, rifadin, remectin, ethambutol, myambutol, and paracetamide. If you have drug-linked tuberculosis, a combination of antibiotics called fluoroquinolone and injectable medications such as amikacin or carbamazepine or capacitor are generally used for 20 to 30 months. Some types of tuberculosis are developing resistance to these medications as well. Some drugs may be used as an alternative to the current drug-resistant combination treatment, including benaqualin or sertraline and linezolid or Cybox.
If you understand all the information, now let's move to the questions. First question: what are the symptoms of tuberculosis patients?
cough for more than 3 weeks, there may be bleeding while coughing. The second question, who is the more at risk of contracting tuberculosis? The answer is anyone can get tuberculosis, but these are the highest risks, including people.
1. Who live in, come from, or has spent time in a country or area with high level of tuberculosis. 2. Close contact with someone who is infected. 3. Living in crowded conditions. 4. Having treatment that weaken the immune system, such as chemotherapy or biological agents. 5. Who are very young or very old. The immune system of people who are young or elderly tend to be weakened than those of healthy adults.
The third question is, how can we prevent tuberculosis? The answers are physical examination by examining of lung once a year. 2. Avoiding close contact with tuberculosis patients. 3. Immediately see a doctor when there is risk of tuberculosis. 4. Wear a mask when in crowded areas. Next, put the correct answer in the blank. The fourth question, tuberculosis is based from blank to blank, thought the blank. When people with lung tuberculosis then propel the tuberculosis gas into the air, a person needs to inhale only a few of their gas to become infected. The answers are tuberculosis is based from person to person through the air. When people with lung of tuberculosis cough, sneeze or spit, they propel the tuberculosis gas into the air. A person needs to inhale only a few of them to become infected.
The fifth question, tuberculosis is caused by blank. Does more often affect to the blank? Can you answer that? The answer is tuberculosis is caused by bacteria. Does more often affect to the lungs? The sixth question is, people infected with tuberculosis bacteria have a 5 to 15% lifetime risk of falling ill with TB. Persons with compromised lungs, such as people living with HIV, malnutrition, or diabetes, or people who use tobacco, have a higher risk of lungs. Can you answer that? The answer is, people infected with TB bacteria have a 5 to 15% lifetime risk of falling ill with TB. Persons with compromised immune system, such as people with HIV, malnutrition, or diabetes, or people who use tobacco, have a high risk of falling ill.
Vocabulary. The first word, abbreviate. Each verb means to make a word or phrase shorter by using only the first letter of each word. 2. Lump is noun, means a piece of a substance usually with no particular.
3. Determine each verb means to control or influence something directly or to decide what will happen.
4. Dormant is adjective, means something that is dormant is not active or growing, but has the ability to be active at a later time. 5. Initial is adjective, means at the beginning.
Is noun, as me the food that we want to eat food. That is noun
as mean. The fact that something is not enough or that is not enough of this. Relative is noun as mean. Kindness. Present is adjective as mean. Difficult to get this off. Cause is verb as mean. To fall down or belong to return with a short or sound. From is as mean. A trick substance in the nose and throat. That is put out when you have a cold.
Next word, swell. It is a word. It means to become louder and louder than usual. Next, effect. It is a word. It means have an influence in someone or something, or cause a change in someone or something. Next, seizure. It is a word. It means the action of taking something by force or with legal authority. Next, latent. This is an adjective. It means present but needing particular conditions to become active or obvious. Next word, untreated. It is an adjective. It means untreated substance is not clean and has not had special substance to protect it. Malicious. Next, dramatically is an adverb. It means that suddenly or unexpectedly. Next, subtract is the word. It means to end something by force. Then, if you want to learn more tuberculosis, please scan for more details or welcome to speak